I recently made over $133,000 using a strategy that very few people know about, and in today's video, I'm going to break it down for you and show how you can do the same. This method doesn't require any money, experience, and can be done from anywhere in the world. I'm about to show you exactly how to create the type of videos you see on your screen right now, the same way my team and I generated over $113,000 in the past month. As I mentioned, these videos are incredibly simple to make. You don't need any prior experience, and there's no cost involved to start. You can see here that these videos are pulling in 1.4, 1.6, 2.5, 4.5, 1.1 million views, even 7 million views. The channel has 1.3 million subscribers, but YouTube doesn't prioritize subscriber count when it comes to short-form content. These videos are highly viral. Let's take a quick look at one of these videos so you can see exactly what's going on. The videos often feature simple, relatable scenarios, like two children fighting over candy. The story continues as they grow up, still fighting over the candy as teenagers, at their wedding, and even later in life as an old couple, possibly fighting over candy until their last days. It's a funny, easy-to-follow concept, which is why these types of videos resonate so well with people. Now, you don't have to wait to monetize your channel, because I'll show you multiple ways to earn money even if your channel isn't yet monetized. We'll go through everything step by step, and I want you to follow along with me. Do exactly what I do, click where I click, and by the end of this video, you'll have your business set up and ready to start generating income for you. To get started, we need to generate a few things. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't already downloaded ChatGPT on your device, whether it's your computer or phone, it's really simple to do. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can easily download it to whichever device you prefer. It's much more convenient that way, and I've been using it for a long time now on my Mac. As mentioned, all the links and resources you'll need are provided in the text file below. The first thing you'll need is a template that my team and I created to help generate these videos. I've already copied the template and pasted it into ChatGPT. Now I'm going to hit enter and let ChatGPT create a storyline for a new video. It's not the same video we watched earlier, but ChatGPT will come up with a different story. For instance, here's a new example. A girl finds only one sock under her Christmas tree, and she feels completely betrayed by Santa. The story takes a wild turn. She vows revenge, trains in ninja skills, and hacks into the North Pole's mainframe. As you can imagine, this is going to be a crazy and funny storyline, the kind that really has the potential to go viral. The beauty of it is, once you've created one story, you can ask ChatGPT for a new topic, and it'll generate a completely different story each time, allowing you to make multiple videos. Now, I'm going to copy this new story and save it to a Google Doc. There's a link in the text file to open a new Google Doc instantly, so I'll just paste it there to make sure I don't lose it. Next, we need to generate the images for our video, just like the ones you saw earlier. Don't worry if you don't have any design experience or money to spend. Simply click the link in the text file to open Leonardo AI. We'll use this platform to create the images, and the best part is that Leonardo AI is completely free. Once you're on the homepage, just click Get Started if you don't already have an account. You'll just need to register, and then you can begin generating some great images right away. Once you're logged into your free account, head to the homepage and click on Image Creation. Now it's important to follow these steps exactly so you can achieve similar results. On the left side of the page, there's a menu, and you'll see an option for Prompt Enhance. Leave it set to Auto. For preset style, select 3D Render. If your settings are different, just click and adjust them as I'm explaining. Make sure the contrast is set to medium and keep the generation mode set to fast. Next, change the image dimensions to 1 by 1, the second option listed. We're keeping the image size at medium because if you choose large, they'll ask you to pay, and we're aiming to do this entirely for free. Set the number of images to 4, so every time you input a prompt, Leonardo AI will generate 4 images for you. As you can see on my screen, each time I provide a prompt, it generates 4 different images. Now, if we go back to our script, you'll notice how the storyline gets more exaggerated with each step. This progression keeps viewers hooked and engaged as the video advances. To start, copy the first prompt from the script and paste it into the search bar in Leonardo AI, then click Generate. While the first image is generating, it's at about 6% now, you don't need to wait for it to finish before moving on. Go back to the script, copy the second part, paste it into Leonardo AI, and hit Generate again. Repeat this for all sections of the script, copying each part and generating the corresponding images. In my case, I had 15 sections, but it doesn't matter if you have more or fewer, just generate images for each one. For this example, I generated 6 images, and once all the images are ready, here's what you'll do. Out of the 4 images created for each prompt, pick the most exaggerated or visually striking one. For instance, let's say there's an image of a little girl that stands out. If you think this first one looks the coolest, you could download it and name it Image 1. Then move on to the next set of images and pick the craziest one from that group. For example, this one might be image 2. Continue this process for all the prompts. Now go through each set of images and let me know which one you think is the most eye-catching or outrageous. For each image, I rename them in sequence, number 1, 2, 3, and so on, so that they align with the storyline's order. For example, when selecting the craziest one from a batch, I'll download it and name it image 1 and then continue with the next, renaming them in the correct sequence. Let's say this particular image looks great for number 3, and I'll download and label it accordingly. For number 4, after comparing a few, I'll pick the one that seems most engaging, since a more eye-catching image will help drive more watch time. Now, sometimes an image might not be perfect, like if a character's arm is missing, so I'll skip those in favor of the craziest ones that will grab the viewer's attention. For instance, the 5th image might be the better option for engagement, while the 6th image could be chosen from the next batch. After organizing the images, we're ready to move to the next step. But before that, I'd like to introduce you to my new learning program, YouTube Mastery. This program focuses on everything you've seen in this video and more. Over the past 18 months, my team and I have refined a strategy that consistently works, not just for my YouTube channel, but across all my social media platforms, including Instagram and TikTok. This is a copy and paste strategy, almost like a franchise model that works for different niches, whether it's for personal branding or other topics. Social media operates like a powerful force, and learning how to make people click and engage is key. Believe me, there's no luck involved in the process. In my upcoming learning program, I'll be providing everything my team and I have built over the years, the full process we use to create videos, including how long it takes and the exact steps to follow. It's as simple as filling in the blanks. When you join, you'll also get access to live weekly calls with me, where I'll personally guide you through each module of the program. Every week, we'll release a new module, and I'll be on a call with all of my students. The program is designed to help you start a faceless, automated YouTube channel, though it will also cover personal brand channels. I'm mentioning this here not as an ad, but as a heads up that the program launches on October 1st. We're opening up a waiting list for those who want to get in early, but we'll only be accepting a limited number of students. The first batch of students will get a 50% discount on the learning program and lifetime access. Once we hit our capacity, though we're still figuring out the exact number with my team, we'll close the door to new students, and I'm not sure when we'll open it again. So, if you're interested, use the link at the top of the description to join the waiting list. Now let's move to step 3. After you've created your images and script, the next thing you'll need is a voiceover. To do that, click the link in the text guide to access the AI voice generation software we'll be using. To bring life to your video, we'll be using AI-generated voiceovers. This is completely free, as I've mentioned before. First, you'll need to create an account with the voice generation software we're using, called 11 Labs. Once you've signed up with your email and password, you should see the same screen I'm looking at. Now go back to your Google Doc where your video script is saved. Copy the first line of your script and paste it into 11 Labs, then click Generate Speech. This will produce the audio for the first part of your video. In my case, I'm using a voice called Brian, which has a strong and commanding tone. If you don't like this voice, the software offers various other voices you can choose from. After generating the voice for the first line, click the play button to hear it. For example, a girl finds only one sock under her Christmas tree. It sounds really clear and engaging. I prefer using Brian because the voice grabs attention, but you can experiment with other options. Once you're satisfied with the voice, download it to your computer and label it as Voice 1 so you can keep track of the sequence. Now repeat this process for the entire script. In my case, I generated voiceovers for 6 sections to keep things short, but you should generate audio for every part of your video. Just a quick reminder, if you're interested in making quick and easy money online, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, where I post 3 similar videos every week. The text size, and set it to 40. Now that you have the text in place, you're going to position it next to your round frame image, keeping the overall design simple and easy to follow. This way, you're modeling the style of the viral videos we've discussed, and it will help your video stand out as well. Now that we're in Canva, you'll be working with a vertical mobile video format. After selecting this layout, you can change the background color to something neutral, like a grayish tone. Then, start designing by adding elements such as frames and text boxes. For the frames, type round frame into the elements search bar, drag the frame into your design, and resize it to fit your layout. You can easily duplicate the frame by pressing Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V to create a second one. For the text, you'll want to choose a subheading size, as it fits better with the design. Place the text box next to the round frames and set the font size to 40 for better visibility. Keep your text clean and simple, aligning it properly so it complements the overall video aesthetic. This step sets up the foundation for a professional, engaging video layout. Once you're done with these design steps, you'll be ready to proceed with adding your generated images and voiceover to complete the video. Once you've set the font size to 40, the next step is to change the font style to Roboto for a cleaner look. Make sure the text next to the image is in bold. To do this, click on the text and duplicate it by pressing Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V. Now place the duplicated text next to the second image. Next, duplicate the bold text again, move it slightly below, and remove the bold styling for this version. This difference helps simulate a conversation where one part is emphasized and the other is more neutral. Now, for the top image, you can choose any image, whether it's a photo of yourself, a design, or a logo. Upload it to Canva where the image placeholder is, and next to the image, where it says, add a subheading, type you. No need to add your actual name, just you. For the second image, type ChatGPT next to it and adjust its position so it's closer to the image. In the text guide, there will be a ChatGPT logo you can download and upload here. You can either drag and drop the logo or upload it directly from your computer. Once the logo appears, resize it by dragging the corners so it fits nicely as a small circular image next to the text. Now, where it says add a subheading, this is where you'll input the script for your video. You can continue organizing the text and images as we go, making sure everything is well aligned and easy to follow. Here's how to continue. Add a pencil element. Go to the Elements tab on the left side of Canva and search for pencil. Click See All and choose a pencil image that fits your design. Once you've selected it, drag and drop it into your canvas. Resize the pencil to fit nicely underneath your You image, as this will visually enhance the layout. Add text from your script. Copy the next portion of your script and paste it into the text box under You. Make sure the text is formatted neatly, adjusting the alignment and size so that it looks well organized. Insert the first image. Now, you'll begin adding your generated images. Start with the first one, which you named Image 1, and drag it into the appropriate place on the canvas. Resize it if necessary to make it fit nicely. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just ensure it's clear and visible. Adjust the timing. Currently, the video is 5 seconds long, which is too long for short-form content. You need to reduce the timing of each canvas to 2.5 seconds. To do this, click on the canvas and find the Edit Timing option. Change the duration to 2.5 seconds to keep the video dynamic and engaging. Duplicate the canvas. Once you've set the timing for the first canvas, right-click on it and select Duplicate Page. This will create an exact copy of the canvas. You'll use this for the next part of the story. Add a transition. To make the video smoother, add a transition between canvases. Hover your mouse between the two canvases, and an option will appear to add transition. Select Stack, which will create a swipe-up effect between each canvas. Set the transition timing to 0.5 seconds for a fast, clean effect. Repeat the process. Continue duplicating the canvases and adding the images in order, image 2, image 3, etc. For each one, add the text, images, and transition effects, following the same steps to ensure consistency. By doing this, your video will progress smoothly with visually engaging transitions that help keep viewers' attention. For the second canvas, follow these steps. Modify the second canvas. Click on the second canvas you just duplicated. First, delete the existing image as we'll be adding a new one. Add the second part of the script. Go back to your script and copy the second part. Paste it into the text box on the second canvas. Insert the second image. Now, go to the images you generated earlier, drag and drop the second image into this canvas, and resize it as needed to make it more visible. Repeat the process. Repeat this process for all the parts of your video, duplicating the canvas, updating the text and images, and adding the stack transition effect in between. You'll want to do this 6 times or as many times as necessary based on your script and generated images. Preview the video. Once you've added all the necessary parts, play the video to see how it flows. As you watch, you'll notice the transitions between text and images, which helps create a smooth viewing experience. For example, the video will flow with lines like, "She feels deeply betrayed by Santa," "She vows revenge and trains in ninja skills," and "She hacks into the North Pole's mainframe." Download the video. Once you're happy with the result, click Share at the top of Canva. You should have a 14-second video, or however long your version is. Select Download, choose the MP4 option, and click Download again to save it to your computer. Proceed to Step 5, using CapCut. For Step 5, you'll need to download a software called CapCut. It's free, and there will be a link in the text file to download it. Once installed, You can use it on your computer or phone. It doesn't matter which device you use. Create a new project in CapCut. Once CapCut is installed, open it and click Create a Project. Now you'll drag and drop the video you just created in Canva into CapCut, ready for the next stage of editing. Once you've downloaded the video from Canva, it might be named something like Add a Subheading. To keep things organized, rename it to something like Video 1, then drag and drop it into the timeline in CapCut. Adding voiceovers. Next, drag and drop your voiceovers into CapCut as well. Since you labeled them as 1, 2, 3, etc., it will be easy to match the voiceover to each part of the video. Place the voiceovers in order along the timeline, syncing them with the corresponding parts of the video. Downloading background music. To add background music, head over to pixabay.com. Once you're on the homepage, click on Music and search for a track that fits your video's theme. For this video, since it's about Santa and polar bears, search for Christmas music. Listen to a few tracks, and once you find one you like, in this case, Jingle Bells, download it. Remember, music from Pixabay is royalty-free, so you won't run into any copyright issues. Adding music to CapCut. After downloading the background music, go back to CapCut and drag and drop the music into the timeline, placing it underneath the video. To adjust the length of the music to match your video, move the playhead, the line on the timeline, to where the video ends. Then press Ctrl+B or Command+B on Mac to cut the music at that point. Final adjustments. Once you've cut the music to match the video length, ensure that everything is synced properly. Voiceovers, video, and background music. You can preview the video to make sure all elements are working smoothly together. After completing these steps, your video should have background music, voiceovers, and transitions ready for the final export. To finalize your video, follow these steps. Cutting the music track. After cutting the music at the end of the video using Ctrl+B, select the second part of the track, the part you don't need, and press Delete to remove it. This ensures the music matches the video length. Adding voiceovers. Since your video sections are 2.5 seconds long with a 0.5 second transition, each part will total 3 seconds. You'll need to sync the voiceovers to fit these timings. Drag and drop each voiceover onto the timeline, ensuring each part matches its corresponding video section. If the voiceover is longer than the video, as in your case, you can extend the last part of the video to match the voiceover length by duplicating the final canvas. Adjusting the final section. If the voiceover is longer than the video, you can duplicate the final part of the video by selecting it, then pressing Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V to paste it. This way, the final scene remains continuous until the voiceover finishes. For example, if the last part features the little girl, duplicating it ensures that she remains on screen until the video ends. Lowering the music volume. Click on the music track in the timeline, and a menu will appear on the left side. Use this menu to lower the volume of the background music, ensuring it doesn't overpower the voiceover. Adjust it until the voiceover is clear, and play the video to test the levels. Once these steps are complete, your video should flow smoothly with synced voiceovers, appropriate background music, and clean transitions. You can now preview the entire video to make sure everything looks and sounds great before exporting it. Once you've adjusted the volume and tested the video, it should sound great, as in your example. A girl finds only one sock under her Christmas tree. She feels deeply betrayed by Santa, vows revenge, trains in ninja skills, and hacks into the North Pole's mainframe. She finds Santa's exact location in the Arctic and rides a polar bear across the icy tundra. That little story will definitely engage viewers, and you'll get the views while also making money. Exporting your video. After you finish editing, click Export to save the video to your computer. You can choose between 4K or 1080p resolution, depending on your preference, but 1080p is more than sufficient for most platforms. Leave the bitrate as recommended and click Export. Your video will now be ready for viewing or uploading. Monetization strategies. There are two main ways to make money from these videos: TikTok and YouTube partner programs. Once you meet the eligibility criteria for these platforms, you can start earning ad revenue. The TikTok Creativity Program and the YouTube Partner Program both offer payment opportunities based on views and engagement. If you don't meet the requirements yet, focus on posting regularly to grow your following. Once you hit the required thresholds, followers, watch time, etc., you'll be able to monetize through ads.